That down. Let's move on to this, shall we? So last night was the Golden Globes. Now, I'm not going to be, vague about this. I don't have a lot of respect for the Golden Globes. Unlike the Academy Awards, which are voted on by like 8,000 film professionals, actors, writers, directors, producers, all that kind of stuff. The Golden Globes are voted on by like a room full of people who don't matter. Sorry, no disrespect intended, but it's voted on by like 100 people who frankly don't matter. That just happen to be film journalists of foreign publications who live in the US. I don't care. But despite how I feel about the Golden Globes, they are, other than the Oscars, the most celebrated awards out there.
Are they the only place for TV awards?
No, you got the Emmys, you got the TV critics.
Oh, right, the
Critics'
Emmys.
Choice.
Sorry. Okay,
yeah,
go ahead.
The Emmys obviously being the main ones.
Okay, yeah, I completely forgot.
So, I mean, I don't think, and I won't even go into all the controversy surrounding the Golden Globes. Needless to say, I don't hold the Golden Globes in high regard, but they are highly watched. As a matter of fact, just on their YouTube channel, the red carpet alone had over 60,000 live viewers, just of the red carpet on YouTube. So and they had Nikki Glaser hosting this year, which I still didn't watch the show because I was enthralled in a certain football game last night. That was awesome. But I'll watch the Nikki Glaser stuff later because I love her. But that doesn't mean there isn't some notable things that come out of it. The most notable, at least for me, amongst the winners last night, the Penguins, Colin Farrell, took home the award for Best Actor in a what their category is called Limited Series, Anthology Series, or Motion Picture Made for Television. Now, he won this award going against guys like Kevin Kline, Ewan McGregor, Andrew Scott, Richard Gadd from Baby Reindeer. I don't think he was the favorite to win this. And he ended up winning the award last night, which I thought was great to see. So congrats to Colin Farrell. And he even made this great, his first line in his acceptance speech, he gets up, takes it. I saw a clip of this on YouTube. Goes, well, I guess it's prosthetics from now on. Talking about the 3 hours every day that he had to sit in a chair every day, had to sit for 3 hours to have people put all the prosthetics and the makeup on him. And what a job they did. They did an incredible job on that. So, I mean, big props to Colin Farrell. I remember watching The Batman for the first time. And I remember when we heard that Colin Farrell was going to play Penguin, and the first image came out of him as Penguin. I'm like, that's not Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
They must have got somebody else. Oh, it is? What? And then you saw him in the movie? And it wasn't just, wow, what a great makeup job on Colin Farrell. He literally, his performance was transformative. I mean, he was so good in The Batman. He's one of the reasons I love that movie so much. And then, of course, the Penguin series came out. And I mean, again, one of the best shows of the year. It did get nominated for Best Drama Series. I could not be happier for him getting this recognition. I honestly think Colin Farrell has been one of the more underrated. Like, everybody knows he's good, but I think he's better than good. You remember, he was in that movie with Tom Hanks a bunch of years ago called Saving Mr. Banks. Saving Mr. Banks. Now, of course, it's hard when you're in a movie with Tom Hanks, you're going to get overshadowed. But I honestly 100% believe that Colin Farrell deserved an Oscar nomination for that movie. He's an incredible performer, and maybe it just took the prosthetics for him to get. Now, Kristen Milioti from The Penguin did not win Best Actress. She lost, and I know there were a bunch of people upset about that, but maybe surprisingly to you, I was okay with it. She lost to Jodie Foster, who won for True Detective Night Country. And I remember I was having this discussion online with some people today who was like, no, Milioti should have won. Milioti should have won. I said, did you watch True Detective Night Country?
Typically,
and they're
no.
like, no. Well, how can you say Milioti should have won if you didn't even see Night Country? Anyway, as somebody who did watch Night Country, while I completely believe that Penguin was the better show, to me, The Penguin was the better show. I have zero problems with Jodie Foster winning for Night Country. Her performance in True Detective Night Country, I think, was one of the best performances of her career.
Yeah.
I thought she was ludicrously good in that series. Now, you may not have loved the series. That's fine. I thought it was quite good, but even if you didn't love the series, Jodie Foster's performance in Night Country was world class.
Yep.
So, I mean, would I have had a problem if Milioti won? No, not at all. She was so good in Penguin. But I have zero. You know what? If I had been a Golden Globe voter, and I'm glad I'm not,
you would have voted for J. Fost?
I think I would have been voting for J. I think
Over
my vote
C.
might have...
Millie? Okay.
C. Millie? That's going to catch on now.
Yeah.
Watch. C. Millie is now going to be the new thing.
Yeah,
But,
J. Fost is world class.
I think
C.
I'm going to
Millie.
go with your terminology here. I think J. Foss actually, I think she deserved it. I know that's not going to be the popular
Millie.
opinion, but it is what it is. I actually thought she deserved it. And maybe we'll see Milioti or C. Mill?
C. Millie.
C. Millie.
C. Millie.
C. Millie is going to get her flowers when they do Penguin
Yeah.
season
She'll
2.
get her up her lead role in something.
Yeah, I mean, remember, she's been around a long time. She's been in some big high profile stuff. But anyway, guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Hungryroot. You know, grocery shopping used to be one of the biggest struggles. Between your busy schedule and wanting to eat healthier, it just feels impossible to stay on top of everything. But all that changes when you discover Hungryroot, the easiest way to eat healthy without the hassles. Hungryroot is like having your own personal grocery shopper. They take care of the weekly shopping for you, recommending healthy, high-quality groceries tailored to your tastes, nutritional preferences, and even health goals. They've got it all: smoothies, snacks for the kids, ready-to-eat meals, and even supplements. For me, Hungryroot is absolutely a game changer, guys. My health goals have become so much easier to stick to. I love how they personalize my cart every week and even get smart about my preferences as I go. It's honestly stress-free and so simple. You're gonna love Hungryroot as much as I do. Take advantage of this exclusive offer. For a limited time, get 40% off your first box, plus get a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/Campea and use the code Campea. That's hungryroot.com/Campea, using the code Campea to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life. hungryroot.com/Campea, code Campea. Let's go through some of the winners here, shall we? We're not going to spend a tremendous amount of time on this, but let's go through some of the winners. First of all, performance by an actress in a supporting role in any motion picture, stupid category, only because they separate drama from comedy for the best movies, best actors, best actress, but for supporting, they don't make it
Can
anyway.
you please be serious about this, John?
Okay, I'll take it more seriously.
Please.
Now, I really thought they were going to give it to Ariana Grande for Wicked,
Should have.
but they gave it to Zoe Saldana,
Ooh.
who gave a great speech, by the way. So Zoe Saldana took it for Amelia Perez. Best performance by an actress in a television series, music, or comedy. No big surprise here. Jean Smart won for Hacks, beating out Catherine Hahn for Egg All Along. Selena Gomez for Only Murders in the Building. Quinta for Abbott Elementary. Kristen for Nobody Wants This. By the way, that little show on Netflix, Nobody Wants This, with Kristen Bell, that was better than I thought it was going to be. That was
Is that
actually
limited? That's limited too?
no,
that?
it's just by musical or comedy.
Okay.
And I've always mispronounced her name, Edibiri for the
Yeah.
bear, who's like sweet. By the way, she was the voice in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles of
April?
April.
Yeah.
She was really good in that. Anyway, okay, so Jean Smart for Hacks wins that. No surprise. Best performance by an actor in a supporting role in a motion picture. Kieran Culkin won for Real Pain.
Yeah.
I actually thought they were going to give it to Denzel Washington. I don't think he should have won, but I thought they were going to give it to him. But anyway, he beats out Edward Norton.
Kieran Burrow.
Kieran Culkin, Guy Pearce, Jeremy Strong, his co-star in Succession. So he beat him out. So Kieran Culkin wins the award for Best Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role in a Movie. Best Performance by an Actor in a Television Series Drama, Hiroyuki Sanada wins for Shogun. Super happy about that. It's swept up at the Emmys. It's swept up at the Golden Globes.
Yeah.
Shogun is one of my favorite shows in years. He totally deserved it.
Right.
Although Eddie Redmayne for The Day of the Jackal, chef's kiss, man. He's so good in that show. Although I didn't see the show, but I did see the YouTube clip of Nikki Glaser going, Eddie Redmayne has been nominated for the Jackal. You're so good in that, even though nobody watches Peacock or something.
A sniper. They can't locate or something like that.
She's seen more actual peacocks than shows on Peacock.
Yeah, she goes, I've seen more actual peacocks than shows on Peacock, which I thought was funny. Anyway, so Hiroyuki Sanada wins that. Best performance by an actress in a supporting role in a television series. Jessica Gunning for Baby Reindeer, which I thought was kind of surprising. But she won that, so good for her. Performance by an actor in a supporting role in a television series. Tabanobu Asano wins for Shogun. So again, continuing the Shogun thing, I kind of thought Harrison Ford for Shrinking should have won, but
at least my girl won.
But so we'll get to that in a second.
You already know who I'm
but
talking
yes, I do. But he wins that for Shogun. Performance by an actor in a television series, musical, or comedy, no big surprise. Jeremy Allen White for The Bear. Although I did think there was an outside chance for Jason Segel in Shrinking or Martin Short or Steve Martin for Only Murders in the Building. Best screenplay for a motion picture. Peter Storgon for Conclave. I have no issues with that. Conclave is so freaking good. I loved that movie, and the screenplay is brilliant. So Conclave wins that for best screenplay.
Oh, the comedy of the year.
Best performance in a stand-up comedy special, which is a new category. And you know what? We talked about this when they announced it.
I like it.
I have very little respect for the Golden Globes, but I like the inclusion of this category. TV comedy specials are a major, major thing these days. So anyway, the winner was Ali Wong for Single Lady, and had me sit down and watch this about a month ago. It's really funny. It's not her best comedy special, but it's hilarious. She beat out Jamie Foxx's What Had Happened Was, Nikki Glazer's, Seth Meyers, Adam Sandler's, and Rami Youssef's comedy specials.
Wow.
Best motion picture non-English language, no surprise, it went to Amelia Perez. Best performance by an actor in a limited series, we already went over this. Colin Farrell wins for The Penguin. Kudos to Colin Farrell.
Kudos.
Again, we already went over this. Best performance by an actress in a limited series. Jodie Foster beating out C. Millie for The Penguin.
J. Foss, man, killing it.
J. Foss killing it, winning those awards. And again, I think it was totally deserved. Although, again, I wouldn't have thought anything was wrong if Milioti had won, but there you go. All right. Best performance by an actress in a motion picture, musical, or comedy. In a bit of a surprise, Demi Moore wins for The Substance.
Yeah.
I really thought they would have gone either Zendaya for Challengers. Also, I thought Mikey Madison for Honora.
Honora or...
he might win the Oscar, by the way. Mickey Madison might win that.
Honora or Cynthia. I'm glad I went to Demi. I don't know that it's going to go the Academy Awards route for her in that role, but I'm glad she won it.
Yeah, good for her. And Amy Adams was nominated for Night Bitch. Then performance by an actor in a motion picture, musical, or comedy. Sebastian Stan in A Different Man. I have to confess, I didn't watch A Different Man.
I think it only, let me look at the box office. It was very, very limited.
Or
That's
was
where
it
the
straight
actor
to-
gets like a surgery, right? For his like
Oh,
messed up
that's
face.
right. That's right. And then like his...
Yeah, it made like 1.3 million.
That's
and then
right.
it
He
was
goes through the process to change his... I forgot about that
Right.
movie. Anyway, one of the best moments of the night, I saw this a little bit earlier today on YouTube. When Sebastian Stan had won the award, he was backstage doing an Entertainment Tonight interview, and Anthony Mackie comes running in yelling, "We won!
Yeah.
We won!" and Sebastian Stan is, "Captain America and Winter Soldier are back!" I thought that was, if you haven't seen the clip, you should look it up. It's pretty funny.
I do like that they get along that well.
Oh yeah. So Sebastian Stan, I don't know if you saw this. On the carpet before the awards, they were talking to Sebastian Stan about like the movies he's really looking forward to. And he said, well, Thunderbolts. And she goes, I think if I read it right, she's asked like, well, what about like Anthony Mackie's like Captain America? He goes, I don't know who Anthony is. Which I thought was hilarious. Anyway, Sebastian Stan beat out Jesse Eisenberg for Real Pain, Hugh Grant for Heretic, Gabriel LaBelle for Saturday Night, Jesse Plemons for Kinds of Kindness, and Glenn Powell for Hitman. So good for Sebastian Stan taking home that award.
Yeah.
All right. Best Motion Picture Animated went to Flow.
What?
Not to The Wild Robot.
I've never heard of that.
That was a big. That's crazy. I saw Flow.
I did too. It's very good.
Yeah.
I don't think it's nearly as good as Wild Robot.
Wild Robot. Yeah.
What was Flow? What's
Crazy.
that about?
There's no dialogue in it, but it's a cat and these
Cat.
other animals.
That's all you need to know.
Okay.
Fucking
Well,
cats.
and other animals too.
I'll check it.
The other animals when they're surviving on a boat together in a flood.
Oh.
Again,
yeah.
don't get me wrong. Very good.
Uh-huh.
It's very good. I'm not knocking it getting nominated or anything, but I thought Wild Robot
I was
clearly
surprised
the
when I
better
went
film.
and saw that. I'm like, this was great, but it's not going to get attention, and then it wins.
Then in their big award, or they're getting into the big awards. Best Director went to Brady Cobert for The Brutalist. Best Original Score went to Challengers. Best Original Song went to Amelia Perez. The most Golden Globes, get your fucking heads out of your asses. Start to pretend like you're a legitimate award show.
What, the box
You're
office?
not helping yourself by having cinematic and box office achievement. Fuck you.
Did you see?
I mean,
so
then,
stupid.
Then that doesn't even make sense, right? Because
It
if it's
makes
a
no
box
sense.
office achievement, then which one had the biggest box office?
It's you know what it is? It's we need to highlight the biggest movies to get people to watch.
Did you see that?
Wicked, and so they gave it to Wicked. Like, what's the criteria?
But I mean, then it should have been Deadpool and Wolverine because
That's who I thought.
It's the much bigger movie.
yeah, and a
Did you
bigger
see-
audience.
Did
I
you see
mean,
that presentation though?
I did not.
Vin Diesel was the first one to introduce this.
Oh, and then I heard he said
and he's
hi
like,
to Dwayne
he's
Johnson.
like, Dwayne.
Hey,
Dwayne. And like it felt like he was like cornering, eyeing him the whole time. I'm looking too much into it, so I'm not gonna start nothing. But that's what I
Anyway,
saw.
stupid thing. They lose even what little credibility the Golden Globes have. They just piss a little bit of that away more by even having that category.
and then they
It's
gave it to
so
Wicked,
stupid.
which was already going to win in other categories anyway.
It's just so dumb.
whatever.
Anyway, Best Television Limited Series, they gave it to Baby Reindeer, which was really good, but they gave it to it over The Penguin, which I thought was odd. Okay, anyway. Best Television Series, Comedy or Musical. Hacks
course.
beats out Abbott Elementary, The Bear, The Gentleman. I'm glad The Gentleman got nominated, actually. Nobody Wants This and Only Murders in the Building. Best Performance by an Actress in a Television Drama Series. Anna Sawai for Shogun.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Deserving.
She owned it. She deserved it. Although
was-
I was really happy to see Kathy Bates got nominated
yes,
for Matlock.
yes.
I do
I'm
wanna-
actually loving her in that.
I want to check out this Black Doves with Keira Knightley. I haven't seen any of that yet.
I have also not seen Black Doves.
Yeah.
I've not watched that myself either. All right. And then of course, best television series drama went to Shogun beating out Mr. and Mrs. Smith, which should not have been nominated. The Diplomat, Squid Games, Slow Horses, and Day of the Jackal.
Man, Slow Horses gets nominated a lot.
A lot, yeah. Best performance by an actress in a motion picture drama went to Fernanda Torres in I'm Still Here, surprisingly beating out like the likes of Nicole Kidman for Baby Girl, Kate Winslet for Lead, Tilda Swinton got nominated, Angelina Jolie got nominated, but she wins that. Best performance by an actor in a motion picture drama, Adrian Brody won for The Brutalist.
Deserved.
He's
Well deserved.
You know what? I still would have given it to Ralph Fiennes for Conclave, but I've got no issue with Adrian Brody winning. He's so good in The Brutalist. I didn't overall love the movie,
Right?
but his performance is...
Yeah.
Remember, he's already an Academy Award winner.
Yeah.
He's already got an Oscar, and he might be getting his second Oscar.
As much as
God.
Timothy Chalamet, I felt really did become Bob Dylan, I feel like oftentimes biopics just don't get a lot of love. Now,
Yeah.
that may be different for the Academy, but we'll see.
All right, then Best Motion Picture Drama went to The Brutalist.
Crazy.
Which it has no business winning, but whatever. I literally think at least two of them deserved it more. I definitely Conclave, definitely Dune Part 2.
I was supposed to see Nickel Boys. That was the day I first got sick, so I had to cancel.
And then Best Motion Picture Musical or Comedy went surprisingly to Amelia Perez over Honora.
Oh, wasn't The Martian too?
What? Oh, yeah.
Musical or
Martian
comedy.
too. Beating out Honora, Challenger's Real Pain, The Substance, and Wicked.
I mean, A Real Pain's the only comedy on that list. I mean,
Yeah, it's
honestly.
true. I mean, Wicked also fits there properly.
I
'cause
get
it's
it. Oh, musical.
or
That's
comedy,
true. Musical
right?
or comedy.
Honora has some laughs, but it is not a comedy.
Nora.
But whatever, that's the Golden Globes for you.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, that's the rundown. That's the list. As Blackberry is saying, Nora is a comedy. I don't know that I would call it. I mean, again, it definitely has moments that are funny, but I feel like the funny comes out of the dramatic present. I don't know. I would consider a Nora drama. but that's
I
me.
hate to ask this,
All right.
but is there one possible winner here that has a chance to do it at the Oscars? Obviously, we're talking about movies.
Well, The Brutalist. I mean,
Yeah.
again, I like it's an extremely well-made movie. People should see it. I don't think it has any business though about being talked about in the top 4 or 5 films of the year. I mean, if the movie ended at the intermission, maybe, but the second, like Jonathan was the first one to point out to me before I saw it, that the second half really starts to drag.
It plateaus and then it goes down.
And becomes really emotionally laborious.
Mhm.
And I remember thinking, I'm watching, like, Jonathan was dead on about this. Like, I don't know. That's just me. But it's got a lot of momentum. Adrian Brody, definitely. I think Cynthia Erivo probably takes Best Actress. But, I mean, again, let's wait for the actual Oscar nominations to come out. And then we'll start speculating a little bit so far. But anyway, to me, the big thing, Colin Farrell winning Best Actor for The Penguin. I think that's great. And good for them. Good for them. Anyway, guys. Question is for you. Did you watch the Golden Globes? If so, what did you think about the show? I haven't watched it yet myself. And if not, what did you think about the results? I mean, they're not bad. Some good ones, some bad ones, but it is, after all, the Golden Globes. Anyway, whatever you guys think about it, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.